What is this?
You recognize your old seat, don't you? Kratos. I have not forgotten the debt I owe you.
Do you really think he understands? This still feels reckless.
Here they are now.
That's odd. We're back outside, but we didn't... you know.
Sometimes you reach as far as you're ready to go. Valhalla's decision, or yours? Does this mean you're done in there?
No. I will discover who invited me. I believe I am close.
You're sure it's worth dying for?
Oh, I think we're fairly accustomed to dying at this point.
Don't be glib, Mimir. Valhalla restores you after honorable death in combat, but beyond that, it makes its own rules. And if you don't play by them... Kratos, the threat of death in there is real.
That is good to know.
If by good, you mean wildly disconcerting.
I do wish you luck. Truly.
Those who adapt are not bound by circumstance.
Let's see. Do these tasks, return here for rewards. Fair enough.
Keep your eyes on the horizon, General.
Better yourself if and when you can, I always say.
Shield Maiden.
Your rewards. Each accomplishment is a stepping stone to further greatness. Back to my story.
brother. The fog's lifted. Valhalla's becoming more open to you, perhaps. So much to see in the distance there. You can see how all the little realm spaces connect to the higher plane. And those statues are certainly imposing.
I recognize them. They are judges of the underworld, from my homeland.
Ah, well, you sound thrilled to see them again.
Souls they deemed righteous were granted entrance to the Elysium Fields. Those deemed wicked were cast into Tartarus.
Ah yes, where the souls of the damned were tortured. Why has your mind manifested them here, I wonder? Even a short-term advantage could pay off. That's a rough one! Gulon, left flank! Ah, Midgard in memoriam. Ah, I'm starting to see there's no fixed order to the realms we'll visit here. Brother, whose voice was that we heard when Valhalla sent us back from the throne?
You heard it also.
Aye. Said he owes you a debt, was it? Someone who might lend us a hand, perhaps?
Unlikely. He was a god of Greece, and we did not part on good terms.
And by that you mean... Yes, I see. No shortage of bitter old ghosts in these parts. These parts being your memory, of course. is locked until we meet Valhalla's demand. Another raider to the left side. Brother, that throne we saw, did you recognize it? Was it familiar?
It was mine. The throne I took from Ares. It is a throne of monsters.
Ah, the anxiety of power made manifest. A symbol you're no doubt meant to consider.
It is a symbol I reject.
That might not quite close the book on matters. A symbol can't be slain, destroyed, or ignored. The best measure is often to reclaim it, redefine it. Remind us it's not the throne, but the god who sits in it. What good's a shield if you're not going to use it? Two fights in a row now. Valhalla's demands are escalating. By this point, you've certainly earned your pick of self-improvements. Shall we make a bargain?
The pursuit of mastery demands the willingness to embrace failure, often, and without judgment.
I am listening.
So, if I wasn't, maybe I guess I was not my this found out. We'll pick it up there when you progress further. Valhalla selects your opponents for a reason. Embrace the challenge, but know you can prevail.
Sigrun, love, what's the latest on Midgard?
Life returns at last. After the Hellwalker desolation was followed by Fimbulwinter, I wondered if people would ever come out of hiding, or if there were any left to. But flowers bloom, the sun shines, and it's safe to travel the roads and rivers again. No one even seems to mind the giant serpent sunning himself across the mountaintops.
Glad to hear it. Jormungandr's a big softy when you get to know him.
And now that things aren't quite so desperate, raider attacks have declined. It's progress.
Watch your leg! don't we talk about that image of you in the shrine we keep seeing? If Valhalla keeps pulling it out of your head, it must have some significance to you. Could it be that the idea of being loved and respected is a fair mite better than the alternative? Now, hear me out. And it's not as though I'm the smartest man alive or anything. But don't you think joining Freya's council could put you in a position to walk that path? To earn that path?
That would be a poor reason to accept. Ambition is poison.
Bifrost! Tread carefully, brother. Behind you, brother! Right side, brother! Last one! Still got it. Back to that image of you on the shrine. I'll grant you ambition can be a poisonous motive, but your ambitions are only to help people, not for your own glory, right? Make the world a better, safer place. I think maybe that image of you is symbolic of your desire to walk a righteous path. Valhalla's little signpost.
You are sure accepting Freya's offer is the right thing for me? Or for the realms?
I think we're here to make sure about that, one way or the other. Left side! Behind you, watch out! Not too shabby. You'll get even further next time.
Valhalla demands the willingness to embrace discomfort.
Do you feel more complete than when you started?
How can you resist investing in yourself?
You're coming along quite nicely, General. It's a pleasure to see your progress.
What is the state of Svartalfheim?
It's been tough. The dwarves had been under Odin's thumb for so long. Now they're having to completely reshape their economy to provide for themselves again. Many are looking to Durlin and other outcast members of the old resistance for guidance. But thus far, he's refusing the call. The wounds are deep and will take time to heal. Once they do, Freya thinks Durlin would be a welcome addition to the Council.
Behind you, watch out! Behind you! Behind you! Behind you, watch out! Watch your right!
She was eager to receive you mere days ago. What has changed?
Oh, don't pretend to be interested in my romantic life, brother.
I am interested, and you are evading the question. What happened?
Well, after you dropped me off at a longhouse the other night, Sigrun made a cloudberry and hazelnut pudding. Of course, I don't eat anymore, so slightly awkward, but a lovely thought.
And?
Pretty much it, really.
There is more to this.
Take it off, man! You've got this! On your right! On your right! Oh, blast it! Quite all right. Dust yourself off and get back in there, yeah?
A master fights not only to survive, but to grow with every encounter.
Valhalla is impressed.
Shield Maiden.
You've earned this. Keep shattering those limitations, General. Ready for more story? A few tactical adjustments and you're sure to get further next time.
What else happened that night between you and Sigrun?
Well, we stayed up much too late. I told her stories, she told me secrets. She put spirits to my lips, even though I can't get drunk. Then she invited me to watch her fall asleep.
And the next morning?
The next morning we took a boat along the Lake of Nine. It was divine, brother. The lake was sun-dappled and the air was crisp and perfect. You could smell the thaw.
When did you misspeak?
You know me too well, brother. We were on the lake when I put my metaphorical foot in it.
Where? Tell me. What happened between you and Sigmund on the lake?
Well, she was rowing past where you found her family treasury.
Where we learned she cursed her brother over forbidden love.
That's right. And as we rowed by, I remember feeling grateful that the place was now deep underwater where she couldn't see it. And at that moment, she turned to me, and she said, I think, Mimir, I might be smitten with you. I think maybe I want to kiss you. Indeed, brother. I mean, there's always been more to us than there's been the opportunity to explore. So much unspoken, beneath the surface. But hard to name it so boldly. It took me a bit off guard.
incoming! Above you!
You and Sigmund. I am still waiting for the part where you spoke.
In my defense, I only told her the truth as it struck me in the moment. I told her my feelings for her were deep as Rand's Hall and had been for as long as I'd known her. But just then a kind of revelation came over me. The sudden cold clarity that it was vanity to imagine that I, as I am, could be enough for her as she is. So I heard myself tell her that I didn't think I could give her what she needed.
Now, I am mad at you.
Pile on, brother. I deserve it.
Valhalla chose an enemy to face me. I sense there are more challengers like it to find. That is how we earn our way forward.
Excellent. The way should be clear. Up and onward. Bifrosted, brother! Stay alert! Well, here we go again. Let's make a point to barter for any permanent upgrades. Seems it's all this strange currency is good for.
You must strike a balance between discipline and creativity.
Ready for more story?
Proceed.
So he comes at the cow I saw. Well, I charted if I'm well honest as it. But we'll get to that next time. Valhalla selects your opponents for a reason. Embrace the challenge, but know you can prevail.
What's your left?
So, you told Sigrun you could not give her what she needed. You spoke out of cowardice.
Aye, obviously. But as prospects for terror go, Can you imagine knowing all along you're not enough for someone? And then living out their slow realization of that truth? I admit it chilled me to the bone.
You presume to know how she will feel in the future. Why discredit her wishes and yours in the present?
I just can't pretend not to know better. She's romanticized the idea of us. Certainly I've done the same. But is that anything to build a future on? I mean, look at me, brother. Be practical.
If anyone else disparaged you as you disparaged yourself, I would wish to strike them with an axe.
Left flank! Incoming! Above you! Right flank! Behind you! Left side! Right flank! Last one! A noble attempt, brother. Back to it.